Hey everyone, welcome today to Spotlight. And today's Spotlight is on Odin Lawrence, who happens to be a writer of a very, very good book. Can you tell us a little bit about it, sir?
Well, the story is the Zimri family. The Zimri family is a novel I wrote based on the story I tell my kids when we go on long car trips. So when they were little, it started out once upon a time long ago in a far, far away land. And it started from there, and it was very rated G, for little kids. And as they grew, as we went on various car trips, Dad, tell us another story about the Zimri family, So I'd come up with different episodes, and it would get exciting. And for years, as they grew up, they're now young adults, their own lives, I decided to, take the story to the next level and pen the book.
560 pages later.
Yeah.
Wow, the Zimri family. So basically, when you started out, it was, like you said, kid friendly, if you will. But then you figure now that, they've grown up a little bit, we can add a little more drama, some spice to it.
Yes. It's not a kid story.
Not a kid story anymore.
All
right. Well, give us a little idea of what it might be about.
Well, the story is set in a kingdom called Zuk-Pajatan.
Zuk-Pajatan.
Yes. It's set in 120 AD. It's a historical fiction, meaning that the story, the characters in the story are fictional, but the surrounding area is very much realistic.
Okay, so this land of Zuk-Pajatan, is it an African nation, or where's it located exactly?
That's interesting. Yeah, it's not African.
No.
It would be near Persia. It would be near Persia, what today is known as India, and not too far from Greece.
Ah, okay. So you've got those Mediterranean influences there.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now the Zimri family, their story is basically about?
It's about a family that they had to move from their land because they were attacked. Their country, kingdom was attacked. So they scattered to another land. And the Zimri family is kind of the only family from their homeland in this kingdom called Zuk-Pajatan.
Okay. And
the father is he's such a good warrior, as well as he's like a good counselor. He's advisor to the new king, but he was like the Secret Service chief. They wanted to utilize every bit of his
talents, and his skills. Correct.
Yeah, okay. Martial arts is also something that was around during 120 AD, but it's not what we're accustomed to today.
What? Seriously? Because we're used to the Bruce Lee kind of karate and stuff. But you're saying that this martial arts was back then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, and when was back then?
We're talking 120 AD.
120 AD, wow. Yeah. And they were doing martial arts then?
Oh, they were doing a lot of hand-to-hand combat.
And so the Zimri father, what was his name? I'm sorry?
Mahozio.
Mahozio. So he was an expert at this.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, he's an expert. So he teaches his son. It's something that you pass along
down
to your children, because in every kingdom, you should know how to fight.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone every able-bodied male should be able to fight.
Right.
And his wife Sarah, who is in the picture up here, she is very skilled with her bow.
Yes. Oh, and I noticed the picture. Can you go ahead and tell us the name of the characters here?
Okay. At right here with the round shield, that's Paki. He's the
eldest son.
Yes, he's the eldest son. He's also the squire leader for the kingdom of Zuk-Pajatan. This is Mahozio. He's a chief counsel and advisor to the king in Zuk-Pajatan. This is his wife Sarah, little Elon, and his son Tahir. And Tahir, he admires his brother.
I see.
A lot.
Follows in his brother's footsteps.
Yes.
Who follows in the father's footsteps.
That's right.
So, and they definitely look like a warrior family.
Yes, well, you have to be, because they were transplanted and they always remember where they came from. But even where they are now, they have to make life where they are.
Right. So also in this book, I think you have overtones of witchcraft and supernatural things.
Yes. There's an evil king his name is Ibrahim Safavit.
Okay.
And he normally moves about with 3 Tophethites. Those are also known as witches.
Witches, oh, okay.
Yeah, they're very powerful, and they have been known to take down kingdoms.
Okay.
And he's very influential. This guy would make Hitler look like a choir boy.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. And we all know how bad Hitler got, man. So this guy's ruthless. Yeah. And then he has these 3 Tophethites who use the dark arts, dark magic to protect him.
All of it.
Oh, wow.
Of it. Yeah.
So we've got warrior family, we've got evil king, we've got witches in this thing.
Right.
Man, that sounds like it makes for a good movie.
That you said that.
Oh, so this is definitely going to transition into a movie?
Yes, sir. It actually is. We actually have the first script already written. Okay. It's a feature-length film. What my desire is it to be a film that is on par with, say, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or Harry Potter.
Right.
Or something of that nature, because in all the movies that I've seen, this would literally take the audience on a journey. And it's like going on a roller coaster for the first time. Okay. Blindfolded.
Wow.
And the idea, you don't know what to expect. But when it's over, it will be a definitely good ride.
Well, it sounds like definitely a good movie. It's got your antagonist, protagonist. Yes. You've got your drama. Yes. You've got your obviously love interest. Yes. You know, and it's all based on historical dates and times.
Yes, and that's a good thing. One actual country, Mahajanapadas, and as I spoke of earlier, Bactria. Those are actually 2 countries that were around 120 AD.
Oh, okay.
So a lot that went on. There was a battle between the Kusans and the Sakas. One point that I didn't tell you, the Zimri family, even though they're in this kingdom of Zuk-Pajatam, they're kind of caught in the middle of what's taking place. The king of Zuk-Pajatam, Abu Bakr, his father recently passed. So he has to take the position of king of Zuk-Pajatam. The surrounding kingdoms do not acknowledge him as the king.
Well, there's your conflict right there.
And they really want to take over the whole kingdom because it's up on a hill. And not to mention, Zuk-Pajatam has some of the best wine in all of villages throughout the way, because that's where everyone comes to get some of the best wine.
Oh, so they were known for their wine-making skills.
Yes.
Nice.
Most definitely.
So, and wine back in those days was a form of monetary compensation, wasn't it? Yeah. So
it was in skins of wine.
Exactly.
They all had goat skins of wine.
And you could trade that for this or that or whatever have you. Oh, okay. Well, I could see why that they would want to take that over. I mean, it's just like everyday struggles now. When someone's in power, the people below them want to take over. Right. I understand this now.
And that's how the Zimri family is caught in the middle. Because even though they live there, they are not. It's not their homeland. Right. But the surrounding kingdoms of Mahajanapada and Bactria wants to overthrow the king of Zuk-Pajatam, thus making Mahozio Zimri's job a little difficult as the advisor to the king. Right. So they're caught in the middle, and there are marauders that come and invade, kind of what we know as today as terrorist acts.
Terrorism. We got terrorism in this too? Man, I want to see this movie.
Yes.
It sounds great.
Yes, so it will definitely take you into a realm of things you haven't seen. It brings about a transition in film for me to show that as a people, you know, we were not all in what we know today as Africa. Right. So it allows the storytelling ability and the filmmaking ability to show that we were in far countries.
So in essence, we've got a morality play, if you will, good versus evil.
Absolutely.
And, you know, you've got this family caught up in it. Yes. And their struggles going through all this. Yes. And obviously the outcome, hopefully, will be, you know, victorious, but you got to wait and see it.
That's true. That is true.
Well, now are you actually in production, or you're still looking for funding?
We are developing a GoFundMe page.
Okay. Well, listen, this definitely will be on his GoFundMe page and his website, of course.
Sir. Yes, sir.
And you definitely have to stay tuned for that. So thank you for joining us. Again, this is Spotlight, and we are spotlighting Odin Lawrence and his book, The Zimri Family, and the soon-to-be-made movie. Thank you for joining us.